Welcome back
to Marriage Beyond the Veil.
So, as we continue in addressing love, we finished verse 4 yesterday, and verse 5 lets us know, and this is the NIV version, it says, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking. Some versions will say, instead of dishonor, will say it is not rude. Just make it plain. It's not rude and it's not self-seeking. When we're talking about love, these are the things that it's making us aware that love is not. And so if you're the type of person that is rude, curt, if you're somebody that's self-seeking, and again, that selfishness that we talked about, as it pertains to like being boastful and proud, all those things are self-seeking. But if everything has to be your way, what you want, what you desire, that's not a loving act.
Mm-hmm. So when I think of rude or either dishonor, it also brings disrespectful, and just being nasty, in some form, because when I think of people being rude with your person that you're in a love relationship with, it just means that you have no patience to hear what they have to say, and it doesn't matter.
And that's what I was going to say. When you're rude, it's because you don't value what somebody else says, does, or is.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
When you're rude, you're just totally negating that person, their wealth, their importance. Again, have you ever been in a situation where you're talking and then somebody just overtalks you?
Yeah.
Like what you have to say doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. It's very rude.
Mm-hmm.
It dishonors the other.
Yeah.
And so when we talk about love, that's not any attribute of love. Mm-mm. If you find yourself in a situation where you're dishonoring others, where you're being rude, offensive, then you need to check yourself, because at that point, my friend, you are definitely not operating from a place of love.
Oh.
The dishonor and the self-seeking, again, when you are rude, I think that the two go hand in hand, because it is about what you want, what you like, what you desire, and the other person, you could care less about.
You could care less. I mean, when it's all about what you want to do, where you want to go, how that should be done, how that they're telling you how you should have done it. That's one of my favorites.
Right.
So if you ask me to do something, okay, and I do it, and then you come in and tell me how I should have done it, well, guess what? You should have done it yourself. And so that
sounds like that hit a nerve.
That would be me. And
but think about it. For those of you who are in relationships, love relationships, if everything is about the other person, you have to come and visit them. You have to do what they like. You have to eat what they want. I mean, everything is about the other person. Why do they need you?
I guess they don't. They're in a love relationship with themselves.
So, love does not dishonor others, i.e., it's not rude, and it's not self-seeking. Love is never going to be a selfish act. Love definitely speaks to selfless acts. Jesus says what? Greater no love than a man had, that he would lay down his life for his friends.
That's right.
As Gail mentioned the other day, love requires action. It's a verb.
It's a verb.
So, until tomorrow.
Actions speak louder than words.
If the Lord says the same.
Have a good evening.